We're pretty lucky at Recovery. Bands just drop in and play in our lounge room and our enforcer never checks for ID. But if you're under 18, it's pretty hard to see music live these days. If you live in Melbourne though, Scenestar shines on you. They're an outfit who organise underage gigs.
Aaron and I met over a year ago at an all-ages show, and we started Scenestar. First show we did was in April. Before that we did 2 shows on Sandringham Beach, which is where we are now. And what it is we work together in doing fanzines and promoting all-ages events for kids in Melbourne.
I'm just really doing it because I personally want to see these bands, and a lot of my friends who are under 18 can't get into a pub. We're doing it for everyone else. I still go to high school. I work part-time in a retirement village. I do a fanzine called Swirl. And Aaron's just as busy as I am because he goes to TAFE.
Do you have any time to have fun and live a normal teenage life?
What do you want to do that for? Teenagers are generally boring people, aren't they? Go to school, go home, eat, sleep, drink, vomit.
When we first started, we had to get the bigger bands in. So, you know, the first show was the Meanies. Then there was You or My. So we had to convince the bands to support us initially. And after we did prove ourselves, then bands asked if they could play rather than us, you know, kind of begging the band.
What do you think of Scenestar?
I think Scenestar fantastic. I mean, Aaron and Pheona, I'm sure, lose money in the whole thing, like most people in this industry, and their enthusiasm is insane, and their organisation is very good. So we enjoy playing gigs here.
What facilities do you have at home to set up and to help you with your fanzines and that?
You couldn't get away without having like a computer and a decent printer. If you're producing your own flyers, a big cost of the gigs is like if you're paying for your own printing, that'd kill you straight away.
And Aaron will like print off the flyers at his house and then come to my house to put them in the envelopes and stamp them. So, and then, we just share everything that we do.
Yeah.
There's not allowed to be any alcohol in sight.
Like the heads of the taps have got to come off and all the bottles on the spirits to go.
So even like the Corona clocks hanging up on the wall, they have to go down?
See you later.
Really? You come for the bands, you're not coming for alcohol, in my opinion.
You haven't got a big group of drunks in there just causing trouble. It's a really good atmosphere.
Lots of people get drunk anyway, so
that pisses us off.
The kids at the all-age shows, they're just insane. They just got so much energy. It's like they drink too much red cordial and they just go off.
You'll find you get a far superior level of enthusiasm without the addition of alcohol.
We keep the door as cheap as we can. We pay the bands and that's it. We don't make the kids pay any more. I'm usually working on door, and on door we check bags for alcohol, stamp people. There's people behind the bar, people in the cloakroom working all day. Then once the gig's actually started, it's a lot easier. It just runs smoothly. Then during the headline band, we go up and count the money, sort all that out, and then after the gig's finished, we pay all the bands and clean up.
Something for Kate are going to be the biggest band in the world, okay?
Ricaine and Something for Kate, all the bands that played today, which is really cool.
Great lineup today.
We can have 6 of the best bands around in our opinion, but the kids might go, oh, that band sucks. So a good gig is getting a band that we know has a big following, spending a lot of money on promotion, because you can have a bad band, but if you spend enough money on promotion, then people will still come.
The main difference between us and the other people that are running shows is the fact that they have more money than us, they have a budget, but what I find really upsetting is the way they treat the kids. They treat them as kids, as little children. And I think that's very wrong, because we treat the kids that come through you know, as normal teenagers, because we, you know, it's like, oh, hi, how are ya? Whereas they're like very business-like, you know, very, this is making us money, go, you know.
Do you have any profit for yourself?
Not for ourselves personally, but we've got to cover like phone bills, printing ink, paper.
All the money that we make goes back into the company, you know, so we buy things for the company.
Any advice you have for kids out there who want to start running their own gigs?
Go to heaps of gigs and just watch how they run.
And ring around first and see if it would be worth doing in your area. Because you might be into the music, but if only 5 other people are, it's not worth doing a show with just 6 people in the audience. Ring the bands and promoters to see, you know, just if you're wasting your time and wasting your money. But once you are established and you have the connections, running shows is easy.